Alright, y'all. It's too real windy here. Out in the middle of nowhere. And I'm going to show you guys what the Team Oregon motorcycle test looks like. I just wanted to give you guys who are having to take it a little rundown on what it's like. And in Oregon, you have to take the Team Oregon motorcycle safety class type deal to get your endorsement. So I'm going to run through a couple of the drills and a couple of the testing things that they have you go through to like just to test you on your skill and everything. So first, what we're going to test and show is what they have you do is you'll start from here, and there'll be a line of you guys. And what we did is, so we started going. We took this curve right here, and it's just about as fast as you want to take it. Then you accelerate a bit, at least on the straighter I did, and then you're going to take this turn like that. I took it at a good clip, and with the bike I was on an enduro, so obviously cornering on an enduro compared to this sports bike is going to be different. So you just got to make sure you do it at a good speed and don't take it too slow. Okay, and so we're going to go to the staging over here, and this one was to gauge your stopping time. So I think the directions were to approach a cone, which will be where you see the white lines over there at like 20 miles per hour, and then you want to slam on your brakes like this, and you see these numbers right here. This is like the stopping time, so that's where it starts, the yellow arrow, and that yellow arrow is where the cone will be. Then your stopping distance is right there. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. You just take it, you just try to stop as quickly as possible. I mean, there's not really any tricks to it. Just make sure you stop at the cone, because they won't make you do it over if you don't like start stopping at the cone, because you have to just keep on accelerating until you hit the cone, and then you just step like you squeeze the front brake and then put some pressure on the rear. Just not enough to make it skid though, because that's obviously you don't want to do that. And another test they did, this one was a tad bit more challenging. They had us do it over here, if I'm remembering right. And what they did is pretty much, they'll have you start over here, and for every of those like little white lines, they'll have you like weave in and out of cones like this. So for every, so like a little bit of that. Its speed is really crucial for stability. So what you want to do is, you kind of just want to look, you don't want to ever look down at the cone. Like, there's going to be many cones, and that's because literally where you look down and where you're looking is exactly where you're going to go. So at this point, you just want to keep your eyes up and just don't look down at the cones. You just got to move through them. And with the enduro, it was a lot easier because I could just punch it into, I could do this in second gear and kind of just massage the clutch in and out, just to like get enough speed to get through. And so that was a thing by itself. Another one that they had us do is that they had us approach this thing right here at a good speed, and then at the last second we had to like veer and then go through a turn or something like that. Oh no, just veer. And with that, you're gonna learn how to veer in the course, but just to reiterate what they're gonna teach you, it's all about you're pushing down on the direction you're going to go. So if I'm going, and that blue mark is a place that I don't want to be at, I veer. I push down on my left, and then I aggressively recorrect it the second I'm past the obstacle. Here we did one more exercise just about for the actual testing of it all, and this one was a little trickier because of like at the speed you're going very slow. And so pretty much what you're gonna do, we're approaching this L joint right here, and what we want to do is just like turn into it, and there's gonna be cones on each side, and you just don't want to touch the cones. So what you guys want to do is kind of just massage the clutch in and out, and don't look at the ground. Don't look at the cones that you're trying to avoid. Just move right through them. And look at me. I looked down on the ground and I couldn't even make it. So that's the keys to that. And the testing will be on you guys' third day. It's pretty self-explanatory. What you guys just want to do is it's alright to make mistakes when you're learning about it. Just make all your mistakes before your testing day. Because with testing, you can't drop the bike, you can't do anything. Not to scare you guys at all or anything, but that's just how testing goes. And they're not going to make you do 2 L joints right here. I'm just giving you guys another look at it. But yeah, so we have the L joints. You have the curve, which is over here, that you do the curve through. You go through this, then you do the straightaway, then you have your little curve that you go through. The weaving, and then the veer exercise there I showed you guys when I moved out of the way. So you guys just want to really clearly listen to the instructor's instructions. When he says something, at least our instructors, they emphasized on things that they wanted us to do in the correct manner. So, like I was saying before, when we were going through the curve, he said as quickly and as safely as possible. So obviously they were timing us too, because they had their stopwatches out and everything. So you guys just need to listen to what they're emphasizing on, and then just try to keep that as a mindset for that exercise. That's what you guys get to look forward to in your your team working class. It's actually a great, it was fun for the most part. Some good laughs too. A few people dropped their bikes, so that was funny. But it's a good class. It'll teach you, for beginners, it'll teach you guys a lot. I already had some riding experience on motorcycles on the street, so I came in with a really good base knowledge. But I still learned a few things just through riding through the field, and it's more of riding with other people too, because you're always going to be in a group. There's never going to be any solo exercises that you'll do. You're always going to be following somebody or leading somebody. Regardless of where you're at, it'll teach you something for sure. Alright, y'all. Hope you learned something. I'm out.